Hello everyone, welcome to Target 45. My name is Jyoti. Today we are going to solve triangle of odd and even number patterns as part of Day 7 coding series. If you still have not subscribed to Target 45, please kindly subscribe to Target 45 because we are daily going to solve one coding problem in Python daily. If you have missed any of my previous videos from day 1 to day 16, please cover them also. It would be really helpful for you for interviews, competitive exams, and logical thinking. Here, if you see the pattern, we have numbers printed, and the first pattern is we have a sequence of odd numbers. In the first row we have 1, and in the second row we have 3 number printed thrice, and in the third row fifth number printed 5 times, and in the fourth row 7 is printed 7 times, and it is continuing. This is one pattern, and the other pattern is we have even number sequence now where 2 is printed twice, 4 is printed 4 times, 6 is printed 6 times, 8 is printed 8 times, and it is continuing. To solve this kind of pattern, we need to use range function. What is a range function? It is a built-in function used to generate sequence of numbers. This is range function. The syntax of range function is start, stop, and step. This is the syntax of range function. Basically, this is a start of which the for loop has to start, the loop has to start, and this is the end of the loop, and this is a step in which we want to increment or decrement. We are going to use for loops for this problem. First, we need a for loop. As it is in the incrementing order, we need to use increment only. For I in range of 10, let's say for example, if we print I, what happens? We'll get I printed till the range of this value. So it is printing up to 9. What if we convert this I to string and multiply with I and print it? Here basically we are doing a conversion, the integer to string, and we are printing and we are multiplying with integer. So what it is doing, this string will print this many number of I times. So let's see. So this is how we are getting one pattern. This is a pattern, but this is not what we are expecting. We need to separate it into even and odd numbers. In order to separate it into even and odd numbers, we need to look at the syntax. So we need to understand what is start here. The start is 1. What is stop here? We need up to 9, so the stop would be, we need up to 11, so the stop would be 12. And it is incrementing by step 2. If you see, the difference between 1 and 3 is 2, 3 and 5 is 2, 7 and 5 is 2, so we need to increment by 2. Now we'll see if we are getting the pattern we are expecting. See, this is the pattern. We have solved one pattern now successfully. In the same way, if you want the inverted version of the same pattern, how can we solve it? Again, we have to understand how we can change the range function, because the internal pattern is the same. We don't need to change anything in the internal pattern. We need to change how it has to be printed. So the range function, where it has to start this time 11, where it has to stop 0, how much increment or decrement? -2, because it has to come from 11, 9, 7, 5, 3, 1. So if you want in this range, you have to decrement by -2. Here if you see in this range function, here we have did the increment and here we are doing the decrement. So let's see if we get the incremented form of the same. See, this is how we solve the incremented form of the above one, and we have solved two patterns this way. And next up we solve even pattern instead of odd. So for this we need to write a for loop. What is the range here where we have to start? Even numbers is starting from 2. So 2. Where do we need to stop? 11. And how much is the increment? 2. So here what we need to do, we know that we have to convert I to string and we have to print I many times so that we'll get the pattern we are expecting. So this is how we solve this pattern also. In order to print the inverted version of the same, what we can do, here we have to change. Where is it starting? 10. Where is it stopping? 2. So we need to take up to 1. And how much is the decrement? 2. So it is minus 2. So let's see. Did we get what we are expecting? Let's separate this by writing a print statement. Even pattern, we'll write even pattern. So now we have the even pattern here. So we'll see. This is the pattern we are expecting, right? Like, see, this is the even pattern and this is the inverted form of the same even pattern. So today we have solved four patterns which are even and odd triangle patterns using range function and for loops. Understanding the range function is very important, and we have solved it using for loops, so we can get a good grip of for loops and the range function. So that's it for today. If you have any doubts, please comment in the comment section. If you have missed any of the series, please complete that also. You'll get a good understanding of for loops, range function, recursion, and many other things. If you have any suggestions, please comment in the comment section. That's it for today. Thank you.